Hi there. It's another slate of movies full of ghosts, aliens, and demons.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris. And I'm Eddie. It's just straight to POD. The fuck was funny about that?
Wow, so unprofessional.
What the hell are you laughing about?
I had to do a second take.
We
And you
do
always
like two
complain
or
about
three takes most of the
Yeah,
time,
you
just
fucking
because
talk
someone
yeah.
about,
has to.
oh, how long?
Yeah, but then when we do it, you get all mad. You're like, I gotta edit that.
I did
Oh.
get mad. I just can't say the what I want to say on the cast, on the pod. I get frustrated with
But when
myself.
you
It's
do it, it's
frustration.
okay.
Well, yes, someone has to edit the
Yeah,
editor.
it's extra work. And I did a one stop and go. I didn't be like, oh man, you know what?
Then
Let
you
me see
go
if I
get
can
some
rewrite
water.
this. Yeah, let
You
me get some
know,
water. Let me rewrite our intro. I don't think
I
I
don't do
like it.
any of that. I don't do any of that. I stay professional. I stay in character.
okay.
I'm gonna
You're
release
definitely a
our
character.
absolute. I'm gonna release our archives of our absolute first episode ever. It was a
Yeah,
2 hour freaking podcast.
release the Streets of PLD files.
Wait,
The
Oh,
was
for
government's
that
real.
asking.
which movie was that? Was that
It
the
was
Matrix one, or was
no,
that
it was
Yeah,
the
it
Denzel.
was the
No, it was
Matrix one.
no, it was the Denzel Washington
Denzel
their
Washington?
little movie that came out on HBO.
Oh,
No,
the Rami Malek
the
one?
first one we
Rami
ever.
Martin, yeah.
Rami Martin.
Yeah, it was the first one and it was 2 hours long and we decided not to take that out. So we our first episode was like
No, wasn't
the
there
Matrix
the
one.
one with like the lady who like steals from old people?
That was like our
Wasn't that our
fifth
first one?
one. That was like our fifth
Okay.
one.
I thought the
Yeah,
first
it
one
was
was
during
the
the pandemic.
documentary on the Matrix, and
Yeah, that's what I thought
No,
too.
this
that was the
guy
first
shot
one
his
published.
parents.
That was the first one we published, but the first one we recorded was the first like new movie during COVID that came out like
Do you
directly to HBO
do you wanna?
Max.
I know what the first movie is. I
I
care a
forgot what it's
lot.
called, like
It's I
The
care a
Little
lot.
Things.
Nope.
What was it?
I
Is it
care a
I Care
lot.
a
It's
Lot?
the one where with the nursing home and she like steals people's
Yeah,
money.
but that was the
That
first we published. We did the one we didn't publish. It was like 2.5 hours long.
Oh yeah, that was the Rami Malek
It was
one
like,
and Jared
Yeah,
Leto.
yeah.
that's the one I'm talking about. It
I
was
think
just like
we did the Matrix one as well, and I guess we didn't do that one.
the Matrix one. We did
Yeah,
that.
the Matrix documentary.
We popped that up. We did
Did
that
we?
one. What else did we do? We did
I don't see it here.
that wasn't the best.
Yeah, I don't think we published that one.
No, I think we might have actually.
I don't see
That was
it.
that was some switch bait and switch and
Mm.
fucking Hulu early
Remember
days
Boss
and
Level?
shit.
Jeez,
Oh yeah, remember that one? Man, we going
man.
down the
Early
memory
COVID,
lane
there
right
was
now.
nothing.
There wasn't. We were watching like just whatever was popping out. We were like, let's stick with whatever we could make stick. Just put shit out there. Shit sticks, right? All right. This week we have a lineup of different movies collection. There hasn't really been a blockbuster per se, but there's been a couple of pretty decent hitters. With another set of decent hitters coming up this weekend, and then the following month. So we may be hitting you with a couple because they're supposed to be big. I think the biggest one coming out is Wicked, right? And then after that will be Avatar, The Way of the Fire, or whatever.
Fire and
Um,
Ash.
yeah,
Uh,
Fire and Ash.
Zootopia,
And
Zootopia
Zootopia
2.
2. Yeah, so we called
Zootopia.
it during Avatar 2. We called it during that was gonna be fire. Shit's predictable. Hopefully it's another 3.5 hours of whatever.
It's it's 3 hours and 15 minutes this
It's three
time.
hours and 15
But it
fucking
is the
minutes.
longest
All
one.
right. Well, if I could sit through Titanic,
Is
I
there
could
an
sit through this.
intermission?
I hope there is.
What?
There better be a
No.
goddamn intermission.
I
I
gotta
swear to
take a
God.
shit before we go there. But we're getting off topic. So we
Are
might
we
have a
leaving this all
compilation
in?
of those. We might have a compilation of those awesome ones coming up. Or if they suck ass, we'll let you know they suck ass, and we'll move on to good ones. For this roundabout, we have a couple movies. First one was the less popular, but I went to go see it because of the name of the movie. It was called Bonelake, and it's exactly what you think it is. It's about a couple that goes to this, cabin, or what is it, lake house, lakefront house, whatever you call it. And they go there to bone, and then they end up finding another couple there, and then they all try to bone each other. The beginning of this movie is wild. It's just naked people running through the forest, and they get bowed and arrowed, and it's pretty disgusting.
Wait, so it's like a
Um,
horror movie then?
it's a horror movie. It's a horror
Okay.
movie. But I thought it was gonna be some kind of like enchantress, scary movie, like, oh, you have sex in the lake, or the lake makes you like do like adultery shit or anything. It's a very low, it wasn't really well marketed. But the movie itself was pretty on par with what scary movies are nowadays. It felt like a Together type movie, where, I mean, Together was more advertised because it had more of a mainstream actors and actresses. But this could have been up there with it. It had its funny parts, its intertwining storytelling. Um, you go watch it. I mean, Halloween's over. You go watch it. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. It really is just this couple who's trying to reignite their love life. But the couple they end up like double booking with the Airbnb. It turned out to be the murderous couple.
Mm.
Um, that end up being siblings. And yeah. Didn't see that one coming. Um, they're a brother and sister who have sex, who murder people for fun. Uh, they use it as a way to get off, and they've murdered like, I don't know, like 30 couples in the last 10 years or some shit like that. Anyway, as the story goes, it was this couple who was able to get away. And it's a lot of gory blood, just a lot of just like over the top type of killings. Um, and yeah, wouldn't recommend it. Story is pretty solid. I don't think the ending was the way. I think it could have ended it a lot better. But either
What
way,
would you rate it?
I would rate this shit like two out of two, like dildos out of like five. Um, and you'll see it. Like, it's
Now,
not like
now I'm really
entirely.
interested.
It's not entirely like, it's like I thought I was just gonna be like sex all the time with like horror, but no, it's like they introduce everybody, and then it's like a very serious, like, well, what happened to you? What happened to you? What happened to us? Blah blah blah. And then all the time you're like, are these people just psychopaths, or are they genuinely just assholes because they're just assholes? Where you don't really feel bad for anybody in this movie, people who died and people who survived, like you just don't care because you're all horrible people. You are all horrible people in the same light. So the people that survived, you only kind of cheer for them for the fact that they were victims of getting murdered, but that's about it. They themselves are also bad people. There's no winners in this story. But if you're just bored one day, go ahead and watch it. It's a pretty okay, like, random horror film. But Halloween's over, so maybe next year. Moving on, another horror film. Uh, a week after Halloween, 2 weeks. Shelby Oaks. I think we all went to go see this one.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll get some thoughts and some reviews. Chris, what are your thoughts? Some stuff on Shelby Oaks.
This is, I don't know if you're familiar with this YouTuber who directed this, but he does like movie reviews and stuff. I used to watch his stuff before, but now I haven't kept up in a while. And it definitely feels like this is my first film kind of thing, like
Okay.
in a lot of ways. And I didn't really care for this one, honestly. I was kind of intrigued, like the first 5, 10 minutes, where it's like we're doing a podcast or we're doing a documentary on this thing. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. And then it turns to her sister trying to find her other, like the sister trying to find the missing sister, and it just like, okay, I'm out. This is it's like you have is there's so many like horror tropes where just the character does like the dumbest things ever in this entire
True.
movie.
True.
The main lady, like it just like what are we doing here? It just seems very I don't know. I feel like if you're I know, you know, you made a movie. Congratulations. Like it's hard to get the money and whatever, but also I don't know. You watch a lot of movies. Maybe you know the tropes or the other things, what to do and don't. I don't know. I'm just saying I didn't really care for this movie and the story, but also just how it looked. It looked, I don't know, it looked kind of amateurish, like either too clean sometimes, where it's like, shouldn't these characters be like dirty because they're in this weird place or something? But also I don't know, it just felt kind of amateur, which you know
Yeah.
it's they're YouTuber. This is their first film, I believe. So or at least mainstream film. And yeah, what about you, Charlie?
Hmm. Um, I liked. I mean, I generally liked this movie.
Hmm.
Because when it first, well, I guess I want to say the first half. Because when the first half started, and it was like camera view, in person view, I was like, yeah, Blair Witch vibes. We're back, baby. So you just get it's like when did Blair Witch come out? 2005 or something like that,
Yeah.
or the Blair
No,
Hmm.
Witch
Blair Witch came out
Project.
like like
2008.
1999.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it 1999?
It was 1999. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1999. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I remember this was the first. This was the first like. I
Oh
remember like one of
boy.
my first horror films. I went to go see by myself.
Like we're aging ourselves, but I was like, we're back.
We're
Um,
back, baby.
and but I'm glad it wasn't like a full on Blair Witch movie. It wasn't all camera, because then it just would have been like, all right, Blair Witch already did this, and several other movies already did this. Cloverfield. Um, what other movie did it? Quarantine, right? Did
Man,
it?
quarantine.
I mean, there's so many movies that have done
Yeah, there's just a lot of
the
movies,
camera.
right?
Doom.
So I liked the half and half because I thought it was gonna be like an unraveling mystery, and I thought it was gonna be like she went to the same places as the YouTuber as her sister, unraveling things, but halfway through they just stopped it, and it just turned into just a regular, just a regularly filmed movie. And I feel like that's when it definitely became just poor. It just became the movie of poor decisions, right? You have this sister, and she's looking at all the film again, and she sees the prison like episode, and she's like, "What?" Right? Because she's
Mhm.
connecting dots between the prisoner, the prison they were at, what happened, this and that, and what she decides to do is go visit that prison at night, in the middle of the night. And this was, and I was like, why? I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And she doesn't have a flashlight, doesn't have like,
No, she does. She has a
eh,
flashlight. It
she has
No,
breaks.
like
I
a
mean, she like
barely,
it's not
barely
even a. It's like
flashlight.
a fucking one of those 1920s lantern lights or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this
yeah,
is like modern times. So they have cell phones. So I never understood
correct.
like why she keeps using
Well,
these broken flashlights.
cell phone slash much more powerful flashlights. Like you can prepare for this, right? Like it's not like an immediate your sister's in immediate danger right now. You don't
Yeah,
need to go to the
she's been
prison
missing
right now.
for over 20 years. Like she's not gonna get deader. She's dead.
You know, and it's like you know, you don't need to go right now. You can go to daylight. You can go in the daylight. That's okay too. You can take a friend with you. You can take your
She
husband
doesn't have
with
any
you. But
friends.
at this point, like her husband straight up ditched her and was like, "You're crazy. I'm gonna go," which is a little messed up. Because if someone put that evidence in front of me, I'd be like, that's some demon shit, and we're gonna go ahead and stay away from that. And I think your sister's dead. Um,
Like
but
she literally had the
just from that prison part on, it was just a series of bad decisions,
I think it was
right?
even
You
before
freaking
that.
you go in the middle of the forest and you're led by a dog to an abandoned house, not an abandoned house, a house in the middle of nowhere, and there's just freaking and there's an old lady and she's like, "Hello, would you like to come in?" Right? I mean, can we take a poll here out of the three of us? Would any of us
No, we're
go
not
into this lady
dumb.
house?
We're not fucking stupid.
Would any of us go into this lady's house?
No thanks. Bye.
Bye. I'll be back in the morning with the warrant and the cops. See you
Yeah.
later.
The fuck?
Um, and you know she took her. You know she took her. You know she's down there. You know, she's like, "Oh, have you seen this woman?" It's like this is the only. If I ran across that, I'd be like, "Yep, this is the house. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna come in guns a blazing." You know, um, just terrible decision after terrible decision. Um, so I don't know. Before the ending, before we talk about the ending, Eddie, what are your thoughts?
Uh, I thought the whole movie was gonna be like the documentary. It started
Yep.
off like I was watching I had recently watched like the Idaho college murders from Idaho on Amazon and Peacock. And that's what it felt like. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have like a different type of setup, different type of movie, different type of feels. Um, but then that shit ended real quickly and it just became a movie. I was like, oh, okay. Um, but yeah, no, I'm par with everybody's saying. It's like some of these are dumb, but I don't know if movie has the movie, but I feel like that could have been written all so much better. At least make her like I know the biggest thing that we're talking about is like the house in the woods, but at least write it where she explores on her own accord and she goes in there and then she happens to run on somebody who actually lives in there. Not like, hello, dear. Would you like to come in for some tea? No, I would not like to come in for some tea. Like, let her explore, like, knock, right? And let her walk in and be like, what's going on? Hello? Nothing. And then, like, she walks in the living room, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't, I thought nobody was here. She's like, no, it's okay. It's just me, dear. Like, at that point, right? Just from a movie standpoint, the character has to engage at that point because you yourself have already compromised yourself in the situation. But you can't have a situation where you're willingly, stupidly going into a situation where you already fucking know there is a demon out there who's trying to choke you out. Like, don't do that. You went to the prison and you already felt it. You already know what's up. Just don't. I don't know. I
I
don't know.
mean, even before then, she's like watching the video of the like her sister's like last YouTube video, and it's like you see the demon already. So like she already knows it's going after her,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I don't know.
she just keeps going down this path.
Yeah, I don't know. And again, movie's got a movie. Everything else seems pretty okay. Little jump scares, exposition there to get the understanding. Which this is where uh my theory of the movie that Charlie thinks is just over the top, but I think is on par. where it comes in, but everything else seems is all right. It has its jump scares, it has its like origin story things. You kind of give it moving forward, lost footage type shit. And um, it does, it does fairly well for being a modern time movie with whatever's going on. It's just like the right certain writing and the ending is just like dumb. So, those are my thoughts though. Uh, any other things that you guys want to see before we rate this movie? Anything else you want to say? Your final
So she
thoughts?
was controlled by the demon since she was like 13, right? Is that how we interpreted the ending?
That's not how I
Like
interpreted
she
the ending.
I think it was like her wishing to have a kid, and the demon gave it to her, right?
I thought she was manipulated by the demon since
I thought she
forever.
was manipulated. I thought the
I don't know if she
original,
was manipulated by it.
the way I took it was the sister who survived was the always the original person that the demon was controlling,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that her sister was always going to be the person to bear the next demon child.
Hmm.
So the mom, right? The mom, the old lady mom, that wasn't the actual mother of the old white fat guy that ended up, yeah, shooting himself afterwards. She herself had to take care of another child that ended up being the demon child, and then just had to keep the baby alive until the next woman came so they could impregnate her. That's the way I understood it. That the person that the demon always wanted to control and wanted to make sure that the baby would be able to survive was the sister that survived because she always wanted a baby, but she couldn't have one on her own. So the
Hmm.
demon knew was like, well, you are the perfect subject because no matter what I do, even putting your own sister against you, you will protect this demon child, even knowing that it's a demon child because you want to be a mother so bad that you're like, my child is an angel. No, your child is an actual literal demon. As they say, demon children exist, and like when they're little kids, and like teachers are like, "That's a demon child." No, this is a demon child, and and you
It's
are
like the Antichrist.
and you are fucking willing to kill. You're willing to kill your own flesh and blood over this damn baby. You know what? You fucked. You the demon works in mysterious ways, but
She didn't kill her sister. She just didn't protect her from the dogs that were eating her.
she
I
put
mean, she
she
did push her
pushed
out
her
the
out of a
window.
second floor window, second story window because she
Who
was like, I
has
need
it?
to
Who
murder
has
this
it?
child. It's taking the the supernatural out of the way. You have photographic evidence that your sister went through very fucking fucked up traumatic shit, and you place the child that she clearly never, like, you saw her in the house, like she didn't, like, you place it in the same room as her and you walk away, like
Yeah, that
you
was a
you can't be
mistake. I
you
don't know what
can't
they're
be doing that
thinking.
That's
either.
silly.
Granted, I'm not in a position, I don't think none of us are, to, like, be like, this is wrong, but I'm just saying objectively in this movie, based on the information we have, that your sister clearly didn't want it. Your sister went through some fucked up shit, and you think it's okay to just place that child in the same room as your barely, like fucking your lanky no food sister who's just like clearly looks like fucking just shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you know what? Writers got to rate. We got to figure it out. Anyway.
Here's your trauma.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
here's
put it
your
right
trauma.
next
Here
to your
you go.
bed.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I have to kill it. And she's like, why? I'm like, bitch, are you fucking serious? Like, do
You
you
don't have to
not
do that.
understand? Like, you are, whatever, man. Sure. Whatever.
Whatever,
Charlie,
man. I'm out.
I'm out.
All right.
Thoughts, final thoughts and ratings.
Um, yeah, it's just straight down the middle, 2.5. Um, beautiful memories out of 5. And And yeah, it was strong. I liked it overall. It was strong. It was a strong start, but the ending kind of wavered. The silly decisions kind of made the movie less than. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, 2.5. Smooth. 2.5 shadow footprints out of 5. And yeah, this movie was not very exciting or interesting or even new. Like I feel like I've seen the missing person is looking for the thing kind of, like I've already seen this movie 100 times. Just kind of bland, honestly. Eddie.
I do the same thing. I would just do it down the middle. I'd do 2.5. I don't know, miscarriages out of 5. That was a lot of children that were murdered, and I never understood if she murdered them or if they just didn't take. I don't think that part was very clear to me. But there was a lot of children graves in this movie. It was great. Like I think I agree with Charlie. It was great in the beginning. The end kind of just left me wanting a little bit more. I think they could have fleshed out that a little easier, a little better. Um, but it was pretty okay down the middle movie. All right. Next up we have Black Phone number 2. First Black Phone did very well. Ethan Hawke did very well. Um, and granted, child actors have a little bit more difficulty, but I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Um, all things considered, the storyline and everything, if you go back to our our original Black Phone, there's a lot of back and forth there. I still say it's the same thing. This
The
How?
answering machine.
reinforces this reinforces my time theory dilation original.
No, no,
Yes, it does. Yes, it
no.
does. From the very beginning of the movie till the end, it's this time dilation thing. I mean, it's there. But
What do you mean time
Backbone 2,
dilation?
my original thing in the original movie was that it was a time dilation thing where the kids who had died already had known, like their spirits knew they were going to die already. So the Black Phone people that they were talking to were just future, past versions of themselves, or future versions of themselves in the past version, past future versions of themselves in the movie. So he wasn't actually talking to them. He was talking to voicemails, for lack of a better term, of themselves. Um, and this reinforces it because at the beginning of this movie, her mom from 19 fucking whatever to, or is this in current time? Is this like 2005? I
No,
don't
it was
even know.
like
It's
the
like
80s,
19,
I
it's
believe.
like the 80s, yeah. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it's like the
Her
80s.
mom from 1930s in the very beginning of the movie is talking to her daughter from the current time. So time dilation. Um,
Yeah, it's not a
that phone
voicemail. It's not a
that phone
voicemail.
booth, right? But she already had that conversation, and the only conversation she could have with anybody on that phone was those same words. If she were to pick up and listen to it again, her mom couldn't tell her new words until the end of the movie because we'll get there. But she couldn't tell her new more. She could only repeat and reiterate the same information that she was getting. It was a future, current voicemail. Anyway,
Hmm.
Chris doesn't like my
I'm
time
not
dilation theory.
I'm
No,
not
it's dumb.
not sold on it.
uh, but I think this movie, I think the first one was better. I don't know what the rules are in this movie. Just
Yeah.
spoiler-free thoughts before we get there. I don't know what the rules are. I thought they were gonna go in a particular way. I thought this was gonna be like a modern day Freddy Krueger, and it kinda is, but not really, because again, we don't know. I don't think we understand the rules, but I think we could deduce what the rules are. But it wasn't really explained very well or in a way where everybody was able to be on the same page. I think the storyline is, I don't think it's weak, but I think it's a very, I think if there wasn't so many moving parts, people would have gotten there a lot sooner. Um, but I don't think it's a very like strong foundational storyline. I think it's a very I don't want to say played out, but we've understood and seen this before. But I do like the fact that it will give, and I don't know if they've greenlit other movies, but I do like the fact that it leaves it open for more movies, um, in the possible future. Chris, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like that first movie a lot, and so I wasn't like when I even heard the announcement of this, I was like, do we need it another one? Like he's dead. Even the trailer was like, this is just kind of Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing. It is a little different than that, just because it like he can only affect the one girl, kind of. I mean, sometimes he
I
can affect
mean,
other people, but he can't. I don't know. I don't understand. Like you said, the rules are kind of iffy and
yeah,
not really there.
he was
But
beating everyone else's ass. So,
it was like only during the lake. I don't know. It didn't. I didn't really. Yeah, like some people can hear the phone call, then other people can hear the phone call. Like it didn't. I guess it's like when they want them to hear the thing, they can hear it. But I asked the phone like going in, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna. We need this still. But then Ethan Hawke shows up as like the ghost, whatever demon thing, and I was like, okay, I'm
yeah.
back in. Ethan Hawke is great, so I enjoy this. Like I still I don't even disagree with
Chris,
you, Eddie. Some of your things that you like said, um, like story wise and things like that. But like I don't know. I had I had fun time with it, and yeah, I don't necessarily know if they can do another one. It's like he's back again somehow. Like we already did that once with this one. I don't know if they can just like keep bringing him back. Like I want like Freddy Krueger. Do they kill him every movie and he comes back?
I've only seen the
Every
first one
movie?
a long time ago.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean I
it's
don't remember either.
the lore
Yeah.
of Freddy Krueger is the fact that if people associate fear with him, he will always come
Mm,
back. He will always come back. So the
okay.
idea is that he could only get you in his dreams, but the way he kind of like, you know, was it magnetizes or creates himself is the fear that they have of him. So if you utter his name or people remember him, then the more fear of him gets him stronger. But if nobody
Hmm.
remembers him, then he's like Coco. You're done. You're dead. You don't remember. He's passed beyond, and he just dies.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess I wish I would have wanted the the Snatcher. What is Ethan Hawke's character? The grabber. As I would have wanted him to like kill some of the like the counselors or like just to ramp up a little more until the end. I think he only like hurt like one guy, like he pushed him in the pond. But like that was like right at the
yeah.
end too. So
He like
maybe
he smacked somebody real hard.
yeah. I know they were
Yeah.
they were fighting, but only on like the ice rink or the pond.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like only
I
because that's where he's the closest to hell, I
yeah, I always
guess.
thought it was only when she was sleeping. That was the other thing. I was like, why is he only attacking when she's sleeping? Can he attack any other time?
Nope. What about you, Charlie? What are your thoughts?
Um, I like that you said you liked the Ethan Hawke.
Hmm.
Almost sounded like you were cheering for him. Like, yeah, Ethan Hawke, kill those kids.
Yeah, get him. You got
Yeah,
it this
get
time. I
him.
believe in you.
Ethan Hawke's the hero of this movie. He was a counselor. He cared for kids.
Uh.
Um,
he touched them.
terrible. Um, this movie seemed a little like just typical horror story or typical horror movie kind of. Um, again, like the rules are kind of iffy. I kind of like that because it's not like super. It's like, oh, everything's got to fit into this perfect horror movie kind of thing. But it was kind of, it was a little bit like some of the parts it felt a little explainy, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, he gets power from fear from us. Everybody, don't be afraid. That's where his power comes from. Or it's like, if we find the kids, you know, we save the kids, save the world. Um, or if we find him in the ice, he'll forever lose his power. You know that. So it felt kind of like there's a thing happening and people don't believe it. Finally, some big thing happens. People start believing. They figure out that it's a ghost. They figure out where the power of the ghost comes from, and they, beat
Like Voldemort, they destroyed his
it.
Horcruxes.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a little bit Elm Street. It was a little bit like Stranger Things because she's like, "You forget this is my dream and I have power." Ah, but she only did that. She only did that shit once. Um, like do that shit every time, always. And yeah, like I mean, it was kind of more about his sister than it was about the guy because the guy just kind of like, I just want to be left alone. Yeah,
I
kids
mean,
call me, but I don't pay attention.
he has
I
some
don't pay
trauma.
attention to them. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you. I'm out. Sorry, I can't help you. Stop calling me. But because of this movie, I actually went back and I agree with all of you that I agree with both of you that the first one was better. I actually went back and rewatched the first one. And I was like, yeah, this is why the first one was better because it was just um there wasn't any, you know, there was weird shit in it, but it wasn't any like we have to take his power away, like the poltergeist is strong in the middle, blah 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 blah, whatever. Um, and yeah, it could have used a little more. Ethan Hawke was scary. Um, and it seems like from the first one, it seems like he would kill to like cover his tracks. So why wouldn't he just like kill a couple of counselors automatically now that he's a ghost? Just because I feel like he would be that ruthless.
It
Like,
seems like he
I guess it,
can't unless they're on the ice
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I feel like he
because
had
he
a
doesn't
couple
attack
times where
anyone other than the sister until they get to the ice, the pond,
yeah, he gives a couple people hypothermia, um,
which I don't
or
really,
just really cold.
yeah, like their dad dives down and like frees all the kids. Like, do you know how long you last in that cold of water? Like, you probably was dead. I don't
Yeah, a couple of them should have probably been dead.
know.
So yeah, um, I thought this. So it was like it was good overall, but it was all right in the end. It was, and the good part is that because like it's just a sequel to a really good movie, so you're kind of invested in this one because of the first one. But if this was like a standalone movie, it'd be like, all right, well, this is all right. It's whatever. As far as more to come, I don't know if they're trying to make the little sister like the main character, and she's gonna have like a whole thing, right? A whole nother movie that doesn't have to deal with Ethan Hawke now that Ethan Hawke's like put to rest or just defeated or whatever. But I don't think they can bring back Ethan Hawke. I think they have to bring in
Yeah.
someone new,
I mean,
right?
like you said, like
And
her
it,
mom was
yeah,
talking to her and it was like, there's more people who need help kind of thing. Like, it
yeah,
kind of seemed like
yeah.
they're
I thought that
setting
was gonna
up
be the
that.
guy. Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I'd watch a series where the guy picks up payphones and there's like a mystery about how the little kid died, and then he solves that mystery,
But a
and
girl,
then he like
no,
frees.
that's not for you. You don't want to see a girl do it.
Well, I thought it was gonna be him because he's the one getting phone calls, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it seems like they shifted because the girl is the one that actually has powers or a gift or a curse or whatever you want to call it.
It's called The Shining.
So, yeah, whatever you want to call it. The and I mean, I'd be down for one more movie. One more movie where it's like from the Blackphone, series comes, you know, cell phone, call in again or some shit like that. Um, where it's her, maybe she's a grown up, maybe she has an apartment in like New York or some shit, and then she just starts experiencing weird shit and has to solve a mystery or something. I don't know. That's just me though. I did wonder once the 80s become the 90s become cell phones and payphones are being slowly taken away in the world, is he just gonna stop receiving phone calls? Or is he gonna be receiving like unlimited phone calls on his like on that dude's cell phone?
I mean, unlimited
Who
wasn't a
knows?
thing until a while. He's gonna run
For
out
a
of minutes
while.
before that happens.
He's gonna give phone calls like call me after 9, please.
Like how far away are you? I don't want to waste my minutes on you.
Um, so I mean, all they had to do was wait 20 years and all the payphones are gone. No more calls. Um, so yeah, so kind of on par with both of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. Chris, have you heard anything? Are they gonna do more?
I did not. I haven't heard anything. I know Blumhouse is kind of like in a weird spot this year
Mm.
where I know Megan 2 like bombed pretty badly for them.
Yeah, Megan 2 didn't do so good.
But I know this one did very well. Yeah. It made like 100 million over budget, so it did well.
Um, yeah, because that ending, he froze again, what makes it seem like it's just like a lore thing where he'll be able to get out. They also say that like in the movie is like, yeah, I don't know how many he was a camp counselor for I don't know how long, and he made his way down to wherever he was. Who knows the wreckage he left throughout getting to there. There's a lot of open interpretation to like what's going on here, so we'll see how that pans out.
Hmm.
Um, sorry, did you guys give your ratings?
No, I can go.
Can I
I would
just say
give it.
I would have solved the missing kids case immediately.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, all right,
Please
all right. Please,
enlighten us.
yes, tell us.
Okay, so missing kids, right? It has to be someone on camp because it has to be someone they trust. Cool. So everybody on the staff is a suspect. They look through the forest. They look at like surrounding areas. They can't find them. What about the lake? Oh, the lake was frozen. How are they gonna blah blah blah? Well, if it's not anywhere else, if it's not in the cabins, if it's not like on the dirt, then the only place left is the lake. You gotta check the lake, right? Also, it's not frozen all the time, right? Unless it is. So I don't know. Who knows? But
It seems like it is frozen a lot of time.
yeah. But it's just something to check. I'd just be like, well, if you can't, it would have to, I would just, I'd figure it out
Also,
quickly.
the woods are there's a lot. The woods are big, you know. There's a lot of woods to go.
I'll
And if
give
you
you
get
that
lost
much.
in the woods and you keep walking the wrong way, we're not finding you.
I'll
You
give you
know,
that much. I'll
when the
give you
bear gets you, like it's over. You're not gonna find you.
that. But
But what is
yeah, I
your
would have solved it.
ratings,
My rating
Master
for this,
Detective?
Master Detective, because I
Uh-huh.
would have solved it so fast.
Yeah, so fast.
Um, this is like higher up there. I hope this sets it up for like um the sister and brother new movie, no Ethan Hawke, right?
I just
Uh,
looked it up. Ethan Hawke said he wants to do a third movie. So
oh my God. Is that Oh man. Here I go again. Um, it's like his first apartment when he's like a young adult, right? It's not like when he's an old man. Ethan Hawke went to this college and 6 kids went missing. Well, I guess we're going to college. Yeah. You two are going to college. Um, this one, I'm gonna give it a little bit higher up there. I'm gonna give this a 3.5, uh, 3.5 regular crap. I got nothing. 3.5, ice hockey tackles out of 5. And yeah, it was solid, solid enough that you should go see it, especially if you've seen the first one. And if you haven't seen the first one, go see the first one. What about you, Chris?
Yes, I agree. 3.5 cold plunges out of 5. And go see. I think it's already streaming, so if you want to see it that way, go for it. And yeah, I enjoyed this. Ethan Hawke is always great. Not no idea what the third one could even be, especially if they're gonna bring back Ethan Hawke for like it's like is I feel like it would just be the same movie again as this, like them
Yeah.
trying to kill him. So I have no idea. But yeah, good times. Eddie, what about you?
I give this a solid three. Um, three time dilation telephones out of five. Still think it's time dilation. But yeah, definitely go watch it if it's already streaming. Give it a watch. Give it a look. See. Definitely watch the first one though. And then you have a better. You do need to watch the first one to get a better footing. Moving along. We have a Predator Badlands. Ooh. This I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why. A resurrection and the desire for the Predator series came about. It has been steadily just pumping out since the 80s. Um, I don't know where its popularity stemmed from or why it became a thing again, but it's doing fairly well. Um, the Hulu, straight to Hulu, Prey did very well. The animated series I hear is doing fairly okay. Um, and this one looks like there's pretty solid reviews. The good thing about this was like you don't really need to have a background in any of the Predators, in my opinion, to watch this one. You can kind of watch this on your own and you'll be fine. You really don't need to know pretty much anything. This standalone movie does a pretty good job. I think it's a classic revenge, I will avenge my family type of a movie. Um, with a classic Lord of the Rings, we must go to the Ring Lord. I don't know, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. But a classic
What?
yeah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. A classic travel through the forest with my friends to get to Gandalf or whatever. Gandor or whatever the
Wow.
fuck his place called.
Wait,
Um,
you didn't watch Star Wars or Lord of the Rings? That's
no, no.
crazy.
I mean, I barely finished Harry Potter like last year.
Wow.
Uh, and I still have a lot of I don't know what's going on with that movie from like 5, 6, and 7. Um, and 8. There's 8 movies. Um, but it was enjoyable. It was good. A lot of emotion for somebody who's wearing prosthetics, I assume. I don't think this is CGI, is it? I think they're wearing most of the stuff, which is
It has to be CGI. Some of it for the mouth, because the
the
mouth
mouth.
moves.
Well, I mean, back in the day, it wasn't, right? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day, it wasn't
Yeah, but
CGI. They made it. They made the prosthetics and everything. So
I feel like the
I
Predator like talks more in this, so his mouth moves a lot more.
That's true, and there wasn't a mask on there, but
Yeah.
um, it did. I mean, I enjoyed it. The effects. Not I don't want to say the effects, but like the environment that they're in. Really, I started laughing at it at the beginning. I was like, everything here is something. Uh, but it seems like the ultimate like test for what a predator needs to do. Um, but I enjoyed the movie. I like the contrast between the two protagonists in the movie. Um, uh, the subplot plot B didn't really do it for me, but whatever. Um, but it was all right. Charlie, what about you?
Um, well, I am a Predator fan, and I think I've seen most of the movies. I don't think I saw the one where Loki was in it, but I heard it was very good. And I'm kind of oh, I was before this movie. I was of the opinion when I saw the trailer and everything. I was like, why is there like a robot making jokes in a Predator movie, right? Like, let's just keep it serious. Like, no comedic effect. Take that shit out. Like, I wasn't, I going into this movie, I was like not super hyped for it. Coming out of the movie, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it wasn't like it wasn't a comedy movie with Predator in it. It was just like it was just, um, was she a synth, an android,
Yeah,
whatever it
synthetic.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, synthetic. Um, it like fit well into the movie. I feel like we got a little bit more lore on, Predator clans. We say Predator, but there's like a real word for the alien race, right? That I can't bring up right now. Um, and I thought it was, it was a movie about exceeding expectations that people put on you. It was about honor, revenge, and like, realizing who the real bad guy is here. And I thought it was super cool. I thought it was super cool that what was it? It was like a distant planet where everything's trying to kill you, and I think that gives you kind of open space to kind of just come up with anything you want, right? But I think the things that they did come up with was pretty cool in terms of like creatures, floral, um, all the floor like flora and fauna, and how it was like literally everything was just trying to kill you. And yeah, and of course there's like we could talk about the ending, but of course there's like I feel like there's more to come, right? Especially based off of that ending. And yeah, I just appreciate it. I liked it. Um, yeah, what about you, Chris?
Yeah, this I had a blast with this movie. Like I really like the just the worlds in general. Like everything looks super, super clean, like very like all the backgrounds and like you were saying about like the different planet, like the planet, it's like everything's trying to kill me, but it's also like, oh, here's these like unique plants or unique creatures. Like, oh, this guy, he he is like a Sonic. He can roll through the bladed grass, or like here's this like bone thing, or like the trees. It reminded me of the show Scavenger's Reign, just like the planet, how they portrayed that planet, and also how it's like things are trying to kill me, but also they're also useful. And like if I use nature in my way, like at the end of the movie, he after his journey, like avoiding getting killed by all these things, he uses what he learned about them and uses them for his own advantage, which I it's always like a cool thing to see. Like what I learned from my adventure, I'm taking that and using that to beat my enemy.
Yeah, and it's a call. I feel like it was a callback to or just the overall theme, or just call back to the beginning of the movie when he's fighting his brother, and his brother told him like, use the cave, right? Like
Hmm.
use the environment that you're in to your advantage, so you can, well, in that case, beat him, but also just beat your enemy. And yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and I feel like this Predator, like he was definitely the like they said, he's the runt of their clan. And their like his dad was essentially told his brother to kill him, and his brother's like, nope, I'm gonna protect you. So it was very much like him since he was like he was smaller than the other ones, he couldn't just use his brute strength, or he didn't even have like a lot of his gear either at the beginning of the movie. Like he had his claws broke, his all he's had it pretty much had was his sword. And it was just like him like using his wits to like outsmart things or do different things like that, which I appreciate. It's like a different perspective on the predator, like how they're like they usually like, oh, I'm cloaking and I'm using my shoulder gun kind of thing. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the using technology versus kind of using like smarts. I'm not saying the other predators were dumb. I'm just saying like I feel like it's definitely like a different he has to use what he has and not rely completely on his gear, because he didn't have any gear. And
I didn't know it was I don't know how like, is it part of the lore that's an honor to get your cloaking device? Like is that,
I did not know that either.
yeah. Well, I don't
But
know
it
if it's real
is,
lore or like just for this movie, but I like that aspect.
yeah. Well, and we know that
Yeah.
like the beginning of the movie, we see like this clan's like thing is like, oh, you need to go off and hunt get your trophy kind of thing. But the dad was like, you're too weak to even try this. Even though it's like, you think you would at least give him a chance. If he dies,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But going back to like what you're saying about the comedy, there's a few parts like I laughed out loud. It was like pretty some pretty funny moments in this that
Yeah,
I
I agree with you on
enjoyed.
that one too.
Um,
Yeah.
the the little like the Sonic guy, little the buddy, Bud, I guess, yeah. Like he had some funny moments, like him like mimicking the predator, like going to sleep. There, there's some funny stuff with that one, yeah.
Yeah. I like that he spit on him. Like that's
Yep.
so disrespectful.
That took me out, bro. That shit set me. It was just like true. I was like, what
Just
the
because,
hell?
again, just because what we know about, this alien race,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Again, it's just like
But we don't
it's
know.
been what,
That's
like it's been like eight serious movies, and then there's, here comes Bud, and he just immediately spits on the alien race creature person, uh, that none of us would even like dare to look at, like, so it's just. So yeah, so it's just like the reputation also kind of sets up the comedy because we know as the audience who the alien race, who this predator is, right? Um, and it's funny we say it's like he's the runt, he's the smallest. He does look small, but next to us, he's still probably like 7 feet tall. Like he's still probably huge next to like us. Uh, so get because the real predator is like what, like 9 feet, 10 feet, something like that.
Jeez.
yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, what about you? What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. Like I said, it was like a standalone. I gave little nods to the stuff that we knew, like the gun and the cloak and everything. It gives a little bit more of like a little bit more of lore of who they are. Like I always assumed that they all just had these things. But I guess, in this clan or this tribe they have to earn it. There is a larger background like universe here. I'm unaware of. Um, but I guess there's different like tribes or clans, and this is how they go. So I like the little winks to it. The one thing I did mention to Charlie, I was like, they forgot about the suicide bomb. Like, what's going on? That was like their ultimate move. What happened? Um, but I guess that's either not part of these individual predators, or I don't know, maybe it was just the ones that we saw in the movies before. I don't know. But that was the only thing I was missing. I was expecting that to happen. I was expecting that to be like, well, he can't defeat them, so he's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Um, but the movie itself was entertaining. Like we all mentioned, like I said in the beginning, everything like the planet they go on must be like the most fucked up planet, but it's like perfect for predators because like you have to be able to survive. You have to use the stuff around you. But everything there was just like a trap. The trees, the grass, the animals, the rain, the plants.
Hmm.
I just everything there was something. I I I, I didn't like it towards the end because some of the stuff didn't make logical sense if we were following the story as it was. But I mean, we could get to that afterwards. Um, but overall, I enjoyed it. It was nice. I like I don't want to say cliffhanger ending, but just like ooh, what's happening next? Because my biggest one, I even said this in the middle of the movie when I went to go see it with Charlie. It was like, who is breeding these? Because this seems to be all males. Like, who is birthing these predators? Because it just seems like they're all just guys. So I'm a little confused how this works. But it kind of answered at the end of the movie, doesn't it? Um, so yeah. You got any other spoilers, guys? With uh with your ratings? I will say the one thing that got me was they're all robots in this movie,
Hmm.
but they show emotions, which doesn't make sense.
I mean,
Like,
they explained it to
yeah, but
learn
like
more about
I
the
yeah,
world.
but what I mean by emotions, Chris, is for some reason they program pain. This guy gets acid in his face and he's like, "Oh my God, you're a robot. You're not supposed to feel the acid that's burning off your metallic face. You are a robot. Why are you reacting as a human when you're a robot? Why would you code them to feel pain if they're robot? You could code them to understand emotions. I don't think you would program a robot to feel what it's like to get acid on your face. That's
I think
where
it
I
was
get. I
more
was
of a
like,
surprise than
no,
pain.
they were acting like like they were acting like it was dying. Furthermore,
I mean, they were
the
dying.
the poison that they
Yeah,
that
they
they
were
were
dying.
getting poisoned with, it's for human, or it's like for living flesh. It isn't for robotic metal. Like they're not gonna feel poisoned. They are robots. They don't have circulation. They don't have a heart. You're gonna die. The poisonous like plant isn't going to do anything to them. You don't need the poisonous plant. Like that's not gonna do anything. They're all robots.
No,
Like you're not supposed
they
to.
used the poison plant to shoot off the explodey guys, and that's what killed them.
The explodey guys?
Yeah, like this explodey caterpillars. That's where what were attached to
That's what they were
the
attached to
the
him?
puffer plants.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw him like skin like the things that poison him, like the one where he's running through the field and where he first meets the half woman. He's all like, "They're gonna poison you. You got to make it run,
Yeah,
and you're
he just
gonna
used
you're gonna
those
fall
as like
down."
the thing that launches the caterpillars, the bomb
Oh, okay.
caterpillars.
Oh, they were exploding, so I was like, okay, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it was the caterpillars.
Um, yeah, and the caterpillars explode. That's crazy. Everything here is something.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, I don't understand how there was a whole colonization on this bitch. There was a whole robot colonization on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't a secret. Like they didn't hide. Like I assume if other predators went there, they would have figured it out. I assume. I don't know. It just seemed like there
It's
was a major operation that was happening on this entire planet, and it wasn't really like a deserted Badlands. Like there was obviously like a colonization going on for years on this planet. Like it wasn't like a hidden thing. I would imagine you would have ran into the robots at some point, like previous predators would have ran into the human or the robots at some point. Because I feel like the predator would have been able to murder the robots. I don't think they would have been as friendly as this guy, just based on their culture.
that's true. I think Tess, the robot with no legs, like she was mentioning how like other predators
Yeah.
have come
Uh-huh.
here for
Yeah.
their hunts
Yeah.
and they didn't make it either
No.
by dying from the planet or the
Yeah,
creature
that
itself, you
yeah,
know.
like the planet itself. I was like, man, nobody's surviving here. It felt like Interstellar when they made it to the water planet. I'm like,
Hmm.
nobody's surviving this shit at all. Like you are dying immediately as soon as you hit the ground on this thing. It's just not happening. Um, which that scene also I don't. Okay, whatever. We're not getting into it. Uh, uh. Well, any other insights or thoughts, Chris or Charlie?
I was kind of surprised that he was able to beat the thing he was there to send out to kill, you know, like the Kalisk. He like cuts its head off and it's like, "Oh, I'm regenerating."
Hey, he won. He won. All right. But it regenerates,
Yeah,
obviously,
round
so.
one he won.
But if any other regular creature, he would have gotten, oh,
Honestly,
brought that.
if he would have had those
He
ice
would have brought that
grenades,
head.
he would have easily killed it.
True. Or if he had a
Because
way to keep the head separate from the rest of the body or something like
yeah,
that. But um that was good stuff.
Um, so you want to give us your rating, Charlie?
Yeah, for this, I really liked it. I really like the Predator movies have been coming out
Yeah,
lately.
they've been actually pretty good. They've been pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah, they've been hitting. I actually went back and rewatched Prey, um, which was also really good.
yep,
And
really good.
yeah, so for this movie, I liked it a lot. I want to see what like the sequel brings. Um, because now he's like full. I guess he's full-fledged, right? Predator. He has the cloak. He already had his gun, but you know, it just makes him even more deadly on that end. So we'll see. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a four. Let's see, four, four. Where did your legs go? Out of five. If you have a chance to go see this in theaters, go watch it. It was super clean. And the background of everything looked pretty cool. And if even if you're not a Predator fan, you don't have to be. If you just want a cool action movie, you'll get it right away. You won't even need it. You don't need the background. Um, what about you, Eddie?
Yeah, I give this a 3.5 Hawk Tools out of 5. That shit just took me out when, because I was like, what the hell? And then, the explanation right after, I'm like, man, that I would have murdered this little monkey. Um, yeah, I think the storyline, I like the fact that you could watch it standalone. You don't really need, like, I think this would be a good movie to get you into the Predator movies. Um, I think it would be a good idea to start with this one and work your way back to the 80s. Um, I think for what it is, when the movie was made and originally came out to what it is now, I think it's a good film. I think it's definitely worth watching it in the movie theater if you're able to. I'd even go about more to say you should definitely watch this probably in 3D. I think it would have been good on the eyes if you were watching in 3D. There's some scenes in there, be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But definitely go watch it if you can. I wouldn't recommend you waiting, or it is a movie theater esque movie, so definitely go watch it. Chris, what about you?
Yeah. Yes, I would give this 4 razor grasses out of 5. And yeah, this is a great sci-fi movie. Like like we were saying, like the planet is super cool, like all the creatures and even the plants are all there to kill you. And the character like Tess, like she's the and Tessa, like their like interesting side of like the synthetic program, which is kind of like interesting to like to see this after watching like Alien Earth and seeing how those synthetics worked. Which have has other than Alien versus Predator movies, has there ever been like a direct connection to the Alien movies and the Predators? Do you guys know?
No, I think it was AVP was the first one, or it
Yeah,
might
that's
have
like
been
when it
like,
actually connected.
Yeah,
yeah, it might
where
have
it
been some
became
kind
like
of
an
graphic novel.
overarching
Hmm.
Yeah.
universe. Yeah, yeah,
Tech,
because
yeah.
well,
Technically, they've been connected since the second movie because
it's
you
just
see
the
the
second
alien
movie,
head.
yeah, yeah, but I don't
Okay.
know if that was intentional or not, or if it's just one of the things that the director put in there, or like the writer put in there. But yes, technically, since the Danny Glover version, which is the worst version, by the way, is
I
on
heard that.
TV.
That's the only one I've been
That's the
seeing.
worst one. But anybody else
No,
but
it's
Danny
not.
Glover
It's
would have been
cool.
fine. No, it's not. They you
I
could
think
you see.
the Predators is pretty bad.
Yeah, no, the Predator is also pretty bad. But you see like the skull of the alien in it. You also see multiple different skulls, which in this one, I took a snapshot. I was like, oh, what other skulls in here? Maybe there'll be like another random like skull of like another like Godzilla skull or some shit in there, just like a random other universe. But yeah, technically since the second one, they've been like overlapping.
Okay, gotcha. And yeah, I just looked up. Apparently, the the director Dan Trachtenberg says if this does well, he wants to bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because I don't know if you guys have seen Killers of Killers, the animated movie, but he is like
Hmm.
in one of the tubes at the end of the movie where like the predators have captured the people who I assume killed another predator. So they
Oh,
put
he
him in.
is
Yeah, he's in one of those at the end.
like Arnold Schwarz. Oh, like they don't show him, but they just say it.
I think they do show him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's
Like
I don't know if
Arnold's
it'll be
character.
I don't know if it will be animated or live action Arnold, but I mean he's pretty old now, so I don't know if he can do that. But it'd be cool like to bring him back. And I also sorry, just one more thing about the end of the movie. Him him like going back to get revenge on his dad and like him using man, his dad the I feel like the cloaking is like a cheap thing, don't you think? It's like, oh no, I'm losing this fight. Time to cloak up.
Yeah, I always thought it was cheap against humans.
Yep, especially
Um,
humans.
no, yeah, like no matter what era, it's like you really think you're
Hmm.
big and bad, like hiding, cloaking, and killing us. Um, but that's also balanced with the fact that we adapt and we're able to, you know, um, change the game and not be, I feel like predators are hunters, but their hunting handbook or playbook is pretty much the same, I feel like, for anything.
Yep.
And humans are the one where it's like, all right, well, we have one up on you because we changed the game so much. But yeah, I always thought it was cheap, and I feel like it was cheap in that fight too. I was like, oh, time to for you to not see me. Bye. Um, and that like prison triangle that just like immediately like ties you to the ground is also was crazy.
Oh yeah.
I did like that it ended that way because it's like that's how the movie started.
Mm.
Oh crap!
All right. Well, our last film that we are going to review is called Begonia. I don't even know how to pronounce this.
Begonia, I believe.
Begonia.
Yes.
Yeah, Begonia. It's a remake. It's a redo
Wait, it's a
of like
remake?
it's not. I don't know if it's a remake, but it's based
What?
off like a Korean film from the like 80s or 90s or some shit like that. Um, yeah, it's an original Korean film or some bullshit like that. Some Japanese film. I don't know, some Asian
I had
film.
no idea.
Yeah. The original is pretty on par. Um, but I thought this movie was not gonna go the way it is. I lost the $10 bet to Charlie. We made a $10 bet at the beginning of the movie. I did not believe it. I thought it was going to be not that. But I was like, all right, cool. It is that, so that's all right. Um, I do have some thoughts towards the end. Um, but overall, it just keeps you kind of going. You don't get a clear idea of where this is going. I think they do a fairly okay job of keeping you in the middle, um, throughout the entire movie. I do feel some of the stuff is exaggerated. Um, and there's a little bit of what would I say, like, what is it called? What is it called? I don't want to say wink. Like, what is that thing? I don't know. It's like a nod to
A
what
nod?
nod or what is it? What is this? Not satire. Whatever. Like a nod to what's like occurring in today's world. Which is where I thought it was going towards because it made more sense to do
Yeah.
that. And it it was fairly on on par. Like the explanation and the exposition in this movie doesn't feel like it's exposition. It just feels like really intense dialogue. Um, so Emma Stone does a very good job at, and what's his face? He doesn't get he give him his flowers. He does a very good job, and he lost a lot of weight. Um, but he does a really good job with his roles. So, um, give it up. Uh, but it is a psychological thriller at for a lot of it, and it keeps you going. But I did enjoy the film, even with the ending. Chris, what about you?
I didn't I didn't call the ending, but there were times throughout the movie where I was like, they wouldn't do that, would they? And it was like I kept going back to like, they wouldn't. What? They're not going there. Actually, are they? That'd be crazy. They would never do that. I mean, we'll definitely get into the ending in a bit, but definitely caught me off guard. But yeah, Emma Stone and Jesse Pullman, they're great as always. This is Emma Stone's like fourth movie with this director, Yorgo Lanthimos. So like they've been doing a bunch of great work together. So whatever they do next, I'm in to see it just because it's going to be unique at the very least. And yeah, like you were saying, Eddie, like the beginning of the film is like Earth is dying, the bees are dying, everyone's being like polluted by the big companies kind of thing. It was like, okay, this is they're just using her as an alien is just to say it, like just saying it, but not like we don't actually mean it. And like there's things later on that it's like, okay, this is why he kidnapped her kind of thing. And it's not he doesn't actually believe the alien stuff. But yeah, definitely takes a turn at the end. But yeah, it's very much like Emma Stone trying to escape and like be free, like set herself free throughout the thing. Like she's like, oh, I'm like a smart CEO of this company, rich smart CEO. I can use like mind games to try to get them to do what she wants. But like the
Yeah,
guy's like, I'm
yeah.
too smart for this. I've read all the forums or I watch all the YouTube videos kind of thing. It definitely felt like conspiracy, bro. You know, like very, very of a time, you know, like the everything is a conspiracy and of course there's aliens and their hair is how they contact people somehow. But yeah, this movie is awesome. What about you, Charlie?
Yeah, so I made that bet with Eddie at the beginning of the movie, and I was doubting I feel like I was for sure at the beginning, and then
Hmm.
the movie unraveled, and I was like, ah, crap, I'm losing this bet. And a little more happened, and I was like, I'm winning this bet. And then a little more happened, I'm like, oh crap, I'm losing this bet. So it was very like very up and down, both on like I guess the main question of like, is she an alien? And then
Hmm.
in terms of like everything else, right? Uh, the movie gives you little bits of pieces of him, um, so that if you doubted it in the begin, if you for sure, me being, I for sure believed it. I was a believer in the beginning, but the more I learned about him and his story throughout the whole thing, I'm like, oh crap, right? And then just like what was his cousin? Was that his cousin?
Hmm.
His little brother?
Yeah,
His
his
cousin,
cousin.
right? Yeah. And like, you know, there's a tension between the cousins. There's a tension between the main cousin and Emma Stone's character. And then like this effing cop just pissed me off like the whole way through. And um so yeah, so that just all that kind of put together in the totality of the movie, I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna lose $10. Um, obviously I didn't lose it at the end, but it was very much like, um, I feel like I want to say it's relevant to a lot of like people on the internet nowadays, where, it's just about finding someone to blame. Um,
Hmm.
it's just in this movie, he just goes, and it's just so rare to find someone that's right. And that's this movie, and how wild it was that he was right. And with the hair thing, right? It's like, why didn't you call us? It's like he shaved off my hair. Like, what do you want me to do? I had no way to contact you, like um so yeah, and then the ending is put like put me in a pickle. No, sorry, not the ending. Right before the ending. Um, like that whole thing put me in a pickle. And the only person I feel bad is for the other cousin. Um, poor guy. Poor guy.
Poor guy, poor guy.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if we want to talk about the ending or not.
I mean, you already kind of spoiled it, so might as well.
All right, well, spoilers.
It's so
My
late.
thing my thing about the ending is, did she mean to send him up,
No,
right? Or was
I
he
think so. I think so.
no.
Yes.
or was he or was it still a trick?
What do you mean a trick?
Like, was she just gonna put him in the closet, leave him in there, call the cops,
No.
No,
right?
no.
No,
She was set him up to die.
yeah, she put him into the suicide boots from Futurama and
Yeah.
closed the door.
But he
And
was the one
the
who blew. He was the one who had the bomb and blew up,
right,
right?
but
I
the
think it was
code
the
she put
closet
in,
that
the
did it.
code that she put in wasn't
Yeah,
the code to transfer. It was a code
to
to
kill him.
yeah, to do whatever it is. I think the bomb exasperated that, but I
Hmm.
think it was made to kill him because as she started backing up. That's why I was like, why is she backing up? Like, is she trying to get away? And then he exploded. I'm like, oh, the bomb must have gone off because he must have kicked on something. Only after the fact, the entire the end of the movie, I was like, oh no, she was backing up because she knew this was gonna be messy. She wasn't moving to get away. She was moving from the blast radius zone because she knew what was gonna happen.
Yep.
So she knew she wasn't gonna take him to the mothership at all. Like this
No,
guy was gonna get
especially
down.
when he's like, I have these bombs attached to me. It's like, I'm not gonna bring
Yeah,
you up there.
yeah, you fucking psycho.
I
Fucking
don't
psycho
know.
that figured
I
out
feel like it
all
was
the
just
information.
it was just so effing like far into it. I feel like I should have just been like, all right, like you're so right that like go ahead and
No,
meet us, you
no,
know?
he failed the
No,
test.
he failed a lot of tests. One, two, he tortured and killed two of their own. Um,
Yeah.
so that's that in
Plus,
itself
however
is
many
crazy.
humans he killed as well in there.
Yeah, however other
That is
fucking
true.
humans he did. Um, but this was known for the conspiracy books, guys.
Hmm.
That monologue that she gave is pretty much one of the iceberg conspiracy theories that are out there that actually exist um in forums.
I
Um
bet. Yeah.
yeah. And then they gave a little nod to flat earth, They gave a little nod to flat earth out there with the ice ring and the firmaments and the
Yes.
firmaments. They
I
really
knew
played
it.
into it. They really because it was really funny because, in her own monologue trying to just like edge him away and like you're just like in little echo chambers and blog posts and reposts and all this. I'm like, yeah, this is what they talk about. But at the end of the movie, it's like, well, I guess they were right because it's there. You murdered the entire world. Like,
I mean, it didn't matter. It's like Earth was like a fun toy with dinosaurs, and then they killed them all. And
yeah,
then humans, they made humans, and humans sucked. So they killed all the humans, and all the plants and animals can thrive now, essentially.
yeah, Mother Earth or whatever.
Yep.
Which I don't understand how that works because the firmament is supposed to have oxygen, but plants need oxygen or they give oxygen. I don't know. No, they give oxygen. They don't need oxygen, but the animals do. I don't know. But the idea is that the
It
firmament
seemed
was
like they
broken.
just, yeah,
They
they,
just
that,
murdered all humans.
yeah, exactly.
We need something from the firmament, and then they destroyed it, and we all just instantly just F and die, which was a
Hmm.
very creepy scene at the end. It felt very weird.
Yeah,
Everything was
seeing all
quiet.
the
Everything
dead
was decimate. Yeah,
bodies.
it was just
Yeah.
dead bodies. It was just like dead bodies. Um, it turns out she wasn't even part of the high family. She was the high family. She was the priestess.
Yep.
It's
The
like you
emperor.
legit got the person and you just tortured the shit out of her. But even
Yeah.
herself, she's like,
Shout out to her though, just keeping that shit on lock all the way through, you know?
yeah. But even her realizing the faults of what it is to be human, like her self reflection of like, yeah, I fell into what it is to be human, greed, consumerism, just completely free of emotion. Like there's some good stuff, but there's also some bad stuff. Um, Yeah,
It
because when
was
you first see her, it's like, okay, you have Louis, you have Gucci, you have red bottoms. Like you just seem like a typical CEO. Like
hmm
you just have expensive things
True.
on you.
well, even like their
Sure.
company was made like what opioids or like drugs to help against opioids, which
Yeah.
was like just killing people, and like she had to do like a I'm sorry campaign where she goes to all the families and apologizes.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, for her being as advanced civilization as they were, I mean, I guess the limitations of our planet is what made it worse. Is like, oh, we created this to like reduce pain and not do anything. Yeah, but it's addictive. Oh shit, now we have to. All right, we'll keep this, but we'll try to like make something else to counteract what we just made.
Yep.
They're just huge ass guinea pigs. We were just human guinea pigs at this point. It's like, all right, we're gonna tweak this and we're gonna get that. We're just gonna go ahead and just keep doing these things. But even then, she was like, you could tell everybody they can leave at 5, but if they have work, they should probably stay and do their work. But they don't have to unless they feel they need to, then they could feel the need to stay. But if they want to go home, they can go home, and they won't get in trouble for that. But they also like if they need to stay, they need to stay. But it's up to you. It's like however you feel, vibes, vibes. Which again,
That's so
it's
funny.
it's like she understood, but again, I when at the end of the movie, it really comes full circle. So I'm gonna rewatch this, but when it's gonna be like
hmm
the Book of Eli. When you rewatch it, you catch all the little things because you already know the end. And I'm pretty sure there's a number of things that you miss that you're able to catch if you rewatch it. So
That the like her being like, oh, you can leave early or like you can leave at 5:30, which is like, okay, go be with your families. It's 5:30. You've worked
yeah,
enough.
yeah,
That only feels like I don't know if you guys have worked in like a corporate thing where it's like, oh, there's a ping pong table. It's like this is a fun workspace, but like no one's actually playing that because
It's
you're at work.
super dusty. Yeah.
Well, what it's like, do you actually want to play this at work? It's like if your boss comes and sees you playing ping pong, I don't think he's gonna be happy, you know? Like it's like, oh, here's these fun things, or here's you can go home early, but you can't actually go home early because your boss will be pissed or whatever, like yeah. I also liked how like Teddy's whole thing was like, we're gonna bring the world back to how it was. Like we're gonna make everything better. But then it's like essentially like humans are the ones who are destroying the world in the end and not Emma Stone's character. It's like you
yeah,
you had
yeah,
the right idea, but you're blaming the wrong person.
yeah, yeah. Also, there was like a little dark thing that happened there. I kind of looked at Charlie sideways when it brought up because I didn't know, but it felt kind of, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it felt kind of just out of the
Are you talking about the
uh,
cop
yeah.
in when he babysitted
Is that
Teddy?
implied? Is that an
I think that he assaulted
is,
him.
yeah? Or
Yeah,
I wanted to give
that's
the
what
benefit
I
of the doubt,
got
like
out of it.
maybe you
Yeah.
just beat him up. I was like maybe you
No,
just
I
beat
think it
him up,
was,
but it was just
but the
like
fact that he was like, I only did this to you made it seem like it was
but why is he all
something.
just like friendly? Like that's not
Yeah, it was definitely fucked up.
that's I don't know if that was
Pissed
necessary
me
to put.
off.
Yeah.
It didn't piss me off, but
That was just the kids being kids. Ha 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 ha. No, no.
no.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but I don't know if it was meant to be in the movie to discredit more, or not discredit more, but like justify his like his bizarreness to attribute to like a child trauma, to make the audience feel like, oh, this guy is a effing psycho because of like he's going through like he just snapped his mom. his situation as a kid, like all of it, all combined. That's why he thinks like this girl's an alien or whatever. I don't know if that was
Yeah,
the purpose of that.
like what led him down this rabbit hole
Yeah, what
kind
led
of
him down that
thing.
road
Yeah.
because this came out of left field because the cop seemed kind of like annoying from the beginning. I was just like,
Hmm.
he doesn't want to talk to you. Just leave him alone. Why are you being friendly? You're weird. You're a weird friendly cop. You know? And then even
You're
more
weird
so where
then.
you're just
You're weird now.
like you can I come in? Like, yeah. I was like, damn well knowing what we're about to find out. Like, you want a
Hmm.
piece of cake? Yeah, I'll take a piece of cake. Let me sit down and just have this casual conversation with, this person I took advantage of as a child. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like all of it just felt weird and out of place, and I was just like, this doesn't. I don't know if this contributing to the movie or not. I retrospectively, now I'm like, okay, maybe that was the purpose or the point of it, but I did not expect that at all. That shit came out of just left
Because
field.
they
Like,
kind of like tease like something was happening like when they were little, but like they didn't really at the beginning of the movie, like when they first met. But I assumed it was like bullying or something. But then yeah, at the end when he
I
not
thought it
straight
might
out
have been
says it,
bullying.
but it's
Yeah,
if yeah, you kind of get what he's saying.
yeah, okay. This is wild. But again, you don't feel
Yeah.
bad for him for getting a fucking shotgun to the face or whatever.
Bees.
Uh,
He got the
he
bees to the
got beat. Well,
face.
he got no. He what did he hit him with a shovel? He got him with a shovel too.
And
Oh,
he
he did.
like
Yeah, he did
yeah,
shovel him after the
He
yeah,
mur
bees.
like
beats to
he
the
just
face and
he fucking
finished him
curb
off with a
he
shovel.
curb stomped him on the
Yeah.
fucking hill. That shit, his skull was in. His skull was in. Um, but anything else? All right, Chris, you want to give us your rating?
I would give this four knitted jumpsuit things they were wearing in the spaceship, whatever those were, like
Yeah.
out of five. And yeah, this movie is awesome. I'm a huge fan of the director Yorgos, and all like their him and Emma Stone's like the favorite kinds of kindness and Poor Things are all really good movies. So definitely recommend more of his stuff if you haven't seen them, and looking forward to whatever they do together next. Just because they they have a great they have a good working relationship, and yeah, the end is pretty wild. Like you, Eddie, I want to see this again. Just to like, oh, okay, that's why when they were like frying her with the electric stuff, like that's why like she could take it more so. And it wasn't just like a thing. So yeah, this movie is awesome. Definitely worth checking out in theaters if you could. But yeah. What about you, Charlie?
Same. I think I really like this movie. Kept you on your toes, kept you doubting, kept you emotionally involved. I'm gonna give this a four. Yeah, four chemical castration shots out of five. And yeah, go see it if it's go see it in theaters if it's still near you. What about you, Eddie?
I give this 0.5 spaghettis out of 5. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted the spaghetti. It looked kind of good.
No one was eating it though. Like,
Nobody, I mean, she was eating it. She was
yeah,
like,
she
it looks
was.
kind of good.
He was, though his cousin was.
Yeah, his cousin was, but
No one touched the meatballs. What's wrong with
I
the
know
meatballs?
I kind of wanted to eat a little bit. So I don't know. I don't think I was hungry, but I was like, I want spaghetti now. I want some good spaghetti. And me and Charlie had just gone to Olive Garden, but I didn't get spaghetti.
Mm.
I got I got tour of Italy. The lasagna was fire. Alfredo was fire, but that fucking Parmesan was salty as balls. It was disgusting. Um, but they are getting rid of all you can eat pasta. So
What?
yeah, they're getting
It's
rid
like the
of it.
reason to go if you
I
go.
heard they were getting rid of it this upcoming Tuesday or some shit, like up this upcoming
Oh,
week or something.
wow.
So gotta go get that meatball sauce and pasta before it goes all the way. Anyway, It was a good movie. I like the twist at the end. Um, I think it lingered more than it needed to. I think just the reveal would have been fine, but they do give you a little bit more background as to what's going on, why they did it, what's going on. It does seem like an eerie ending. Um, they have they have things that scare you that are like in real life, like the bees. If the bees dies, we die. We don't really take care of the environment. If you don't do what you need to, we're all gonna end up like the end of this movie. There's like a lot of subtle hints and nods to real life stuff. So overall, really good movie. Definitely go watch it. Or this one you go wait to go, wait for it to go stream. But it's definitely worth a watch. So go watch it. Um, and that is our reviews for this collection. Coming up, you'll see we'll have what we have. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Running Man was like another one that's coming out this weekend, right? Some scary movie, Keeper, and then we have all the big ones coming up. So stay tuned for all of those. But is there any movie that we missed in this collection that you would like us to have reviewed? Feel free to give us an email at straight2pld@gmail.com. Or if you want to just let us know if we got any of these wrong, or if you have any insights on your own. You can also follow us on X, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Straight to PLD. And that concludes this week's episode of Straight to PLD.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Eddie. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.